Yo, 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 what's going on, good peoples? Listen, man, this is an off-season pre-draft pod. Excuse me, because I had to read below to make sure I knew what I was even talking
Listen,
about.
man, this is an
Oh
off-season
shoot, I got this joint up twice. Sorry about that.
pre-draft pod. Excuse me, because I had to read.
I got it on my YouTube, trying to send a link out to everybody. But like I said, this is an off-season pre-draft pod. I'm half of your host, Reef Ledger.
It's no joke. We back.
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, we took a little break. It's been a little while to get us on the same page, man, with life and stuff like that, man. But it's good to see you, my brother. How you been?
Hey, man, I'm all right, man. Everything is going good. I'm still antagonizing people and on all the platforms. So if y'all don't be listening to me or don't respond, and that's good. But y'all gonna respond. And that goes for all of my boys that's ignoring me right now. But y'all better hope the 49ers don't be back this year.
You a troll, bro. Yeah, you are ridiculous.
Look, I was kind of quiet during the season because we ain't do nothing, bro.
Like, nah.
Y'all
Listen,
Niners ain't do nothing.
You were still trolling, bro. You still find a way, regardless. It don't even matter.
Yeah, but shout out to the Lakers though. Lakers doing good. That's my squad. So I'm very excited what we gonna do in the playoffs. So sports life ain't dead around here. The Lakers doing good, and hopefully the 49ers about to get back on track. So that's what I'm.
Listen, that's what we're here to talk about. Let's jump right into it. Pause. What we got right now is the off season so far in free agency, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I think we're gonna be okay. At first, I thought we were. I was like, man, we ain't gonna do nothing this year. But looking at our roster, we're a couple of picks, couple of picks away. Free agency wasn't. I knew we wasn't gonna have too many big signings because we got to sign. You say he's my boy, Brock Purdy. we gotta sign Brock, and we'll get to that later. But I knew we wasn't gonna be having not a huge amount of big signings. We was able to sign Juice at the last minute because he was gone, and then we was able to get him. But I think we're gonna try. I know we don't have our core. Debo's gone. That was huge. You know how I felt about Debo. I felt like Debo was our guy. Like I felt like he brung the life to the offense. But I like what I saw from Juan. I like what I saw from Juan last year. Juan was killing. Third and Juan was killing. So hey, look, Debo. I was mad at Debo last year too. So you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like Debo was slowing down. But we got 31 back. We got our full back, CMC back. So I don't think we're gonna be sorry. At first, I was like, man, we ain't gonna do nothing. But I'm remaining optimistic.
Yeah, I mean, listen, additions we didn't really have too many, bro. I mean, we signed Kyle, but he was already with the team. So I think we got a tight end, Luke Farrell. I'm reading it now. We got DeMarcus Robinson. We picked up Mac Jones. Those are all like, regular signers, nothing of note. And we didn't have the draft cap. We didn't have the cash to do it because we're about to pay Brock potentially. So that's what we were gearing up for. That led to the loss of Huff, Debo, and the biggest loss I feel that we had is Dre Greenlaw. From what I heard, we were trying hard to sign him, but we just couldn't compete, man. And he went to Denver, and that Denver defense is going to be spooky, man. They got him and Huff.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that defense is going to be spooky out there, man. But we lost a great player in Greenlaw, man. I hope we can get somebody to replicate that. But free agency has been quiet, like I expected. I didn't expect us to make any splash signings because we got to sign Brock, and we got to see what else we're going to do with the draft because our team is old, bro. We was old. I told you this last year. That's why I said I didn't see us going anywhere last year. And I think that we can retool. And we'll get to that later. But speaking of the draft, let's move on to this one. Next week, bro. Next Thursday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Next Thursday, talk to me. Tell me what our needs are first, and then tell me who you would select with the first 2 picks?
I feel like I haven't got a chance to look at all the linemen because they're kind of boring. But I know we need linemen. We need linemen. Can we get somebody on both sides? We need linemen on both sides of the ball. We need linemen. So we need. I know you love the corner. I know you've been talking Will Johnson, and I know you probably still talking him, but I think we need line. I think the biggest difference from when we went to the Super Bowl and from last year, I think it was the lineman. So yeah, I do think we need a corner. I think we need a corner. But I want to go lineman both times. I think we go defensive lineman. I like the kid from Penn State. I don't know if you've seen the rumor today that the 49ers going to try to trade up to the top 5 pick. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got 11. We got 11 picks. It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Bro, where you be seeing these rumors
I saw it today. I saw it today. I'm gonna send you the article. I saw it today that we might try to get up in that. We'll get up in that top 5. But for me, I want the guy from I want the DN. The DN, I think he's went Penn State. I don't know he'll be around if we don't trade up. Do you think we could trade up to 7, 8? You think we could trade up at least 3 spots?
Bro, Abdul Carter, D White, what's up, my brother? You talking about Abdul Carter? He's going to be going in the first 4 picks.
4 picks, yeah. So that's what I read, and that's why I read that we might try to trade up. We want to go defensive end in the first round. I'd rather go defensive end, bro. And I know you're Will Johnson. I've heard he's dropped. I was reading an article and said he's dropped in his stock has dropped. I don't know why, but I was reading something that came across my screen that said he might be available at 11. If we decide to go corner.
So who you would go D-line first round, and then second round who?
Offensive lineman. I'm going on who the best offensive lineman that's available. Trent is old, bro. So I don't have a specific offensive lineman, but I would go offensive lineman. We have to go offensive lineman. I'll go D-line, and then I'm going O-line. And that's me, bro. And I like the flashy picks. I like the corner, the receiver. But bro, we need some linemen, bro. Trent Williams is my age, bro. He's 30, bro. Trent Williams 30, be 38 this year. 37, 38. So we got to get his replacement. And that's what I'm hoping we do. But sometimes John and Cal can get a little, they start playing sometimes. So I don't know if we're gonna do that, but they might go corner, they might go Will Johnson, they might get your boy. I don't know, because I feel like we never draft a corner. When was the last time we drafted a corner? In the first round? It's been a minute, right?
Can't remember. I think it might have been Jimmy Ward. I think he was at the end of the first. That was years ago.
Yeah, that was Jimmy. It might have been Jimmy, and he wasn't really. He played both for us. He played safety and
Yeah. He was drafted as a corner though.
Yeah, but he drafted as a corner. But yeah, man. So I hope they give you what you want, because you've been you've been saying you want Will. So if it happens, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I just think we need lineman is more important than the corner right now.
I mean, to be 100% honest, bro. So I'm looking at some names right now, right? That I'd probably consider, because what I've been saying for years. I've been saying that the Niners need to draft a cornerback, bro. Mm-hmm. Because we get cooked by all elite quarterbacks. Like, our cornerbacks are okay. Like, Mooney was certified. He was good. Last year he had a lot going on with his daughter. So you could tell that played into his play. So I kind of give him no conduct. I give him a pass. Yeah. But the other side, Lenore, hit or miss. Green just coming on board. The other slot corners we had have been trash. That's why we needed a cornerback. And but even more than that, more important than that, more pressing is edge. So I say we take best player available as long as it's a DN or a cornerback. If Will Johnson is there, I might just say take him, bro, because he's the best player available. But I would take an edge because we need pressure on the quarterback. That's how we really won, by solidifying that defensive line. And one of them players, I think he's going to be a dog. He's falling in the draft to like the teens and like the 20s. James Pierce Jr. I think he's a dog out of Tennessee. He was projected to go top 5 this year, but he had kind of like a down year. But it's tough to have when all the focus is on you, like, and everybody's hyping you up and you don't live into some expectation. It's going to be a little difficult, but he was double teamed, bro. Like, he was double teamed because he was the main factor for Tennessee. Yeah, he was still getting to the quarterback. I would take James Pierce. I know there's a lot of hype around the young boy from Marshall. I believe his name is Mike Green. I believe we actually met with him. I mean, if we take him too, that's fine. I think we need to go edge, though. And then I'm comfortable taking the cornerback. I think we need to go D-line, edge for sure, first round, second round cornerback. Third round, we go O-line. Because you can find a good O-lineman, and as long as it's like the top 3 rounds, you can find a good O-lineman. Maybe if one of the prospects that I like at corner, like I was talking to Hill about Benjamin Morrison, if he's still there, take him. If he's not there, then take like Josh Simmons. Because Josh Simmons is from Ohio State. He's coming off a major injury. So he'll probably be in the second round. So you could probably take him. But I like D-line, and then I like corner personally.
I know you say second round. Who's gonna protect Purdy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Purdy, I'm gonna tell you this. What I noticed last year too, when Purdy don't have the time, he's not getting that time. He'll get the throwing the ball anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said offensive lineman to me and defensive line, that was a priority. And I understand when you say corner, I understand that, but I was thinking, man, shoot, second round, we get somebody to protect Purdy. Because we lost some offensive linemen too. We lost
Aaron Banks.
Yeah, we lost Aaron Banks. Yeah, so we need offensive linemen, but I get it. But that it's that third to fifth round. We usually do good in that. We do better to me in the third and fifth round than we do in the first. Right. I don't know what John and Kyle, their first round picks have been suspect. They've had some hits, but they missed some too. You know what I'm saying? Like Kinlaw, because we took Kinlaw one year. Yeah, we could go back to them drafts and been like, man, look, we could really been stacked with some of the misses they had, but they made up for it. They got Purdy in the 7th. Warner was in the third?
Third.
Yeah, we took Warner. Kittle was in the 5th.
I think Warner might have been later than the 3rd. I know Greenlaw was in the 3rd.
Greenlaw was, yeah. So they made up for it, but can they get the first round right this year? That's what I'm looking to see. Can we get that high pick? Can we get it right? So we'll see. We'll see.
Listen, bro, when it comes to Kyle and John, whatever picks I think they're going to go, whatever picks I say we need, they never pick what I say. So, and they always go with something else. Like the Ricky Pearsall pick was like befuddling to me, bro. We're going to get to him later, but pause. But I think that they need to go edge first round. I think we were both on the same page with that, that they should go D-line at minimum.
Yeah.
I think it should be an edge rusher because we need somebody to take the pressure off Bosa. Bosa's 27, 28 this year.
Yeah.
So, he's still in his prime, but he's getting up there, and we need a young cat to take some of the pressure off him. It really hurt not being able to sign his brother, even though his brother is cooked. So I didn't mind that we didn't take him, to be 100% honest. That just puts more of an emphasis on the fact that we need a edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? Because Pierce can set the edge. I feel like Pierce can set a good edge, and he's quick as hell. Like he ran like a 4.4. He's speedy off the rush, off the edge. So I think that should be the pick, him or the young dude from Marshall. I haven't seen anything from him. To be honest, I've seen some clips of him, but all clips always look good of all players. But most importantly, I've watched interviews and people talk about him. And so people have been talking about him before the season even started. Like, hey, yo, listen, this kid is going to be a beast. And he's fairly new to the position. Pause. So he's a former receiver, if I'm not mistaken, turned in. But I would take James Pierce because that's what he plays. That's what he's known for. That's what he does. So that's my personal opinion, though.
Yeah. What is the DM we took in the second round a year or two ago?
Drake Jackson.
Drake Jackson. Where is he? Is he still with us? He's been hurt, right?
Bro, I don't know. He don't play.
Yeah, he don't play. I'm like,
bro, when he was injured last year, he was on IR.
Oh, IR. Yeah.
He wasn't a factor, bro. To be quite honest with you, man, he just wasn't a factor. You know.
Dang.
And they said we drafted him high too. I mean,
drafted him high. Kinlaw, man, they saved themselves. They saved themselves late, bro. Because, bro, some of these picks, man, I'm just like, how?
As long as we stay away from, we got to stay away from the young boy, and I hope he goes somewhere and is very successful. You know what I'm saying? I don't like downing players because these dudes work very hard. But as long as you stay away from one of the young boys from Texas, Texas A&M, I think we'll be all right. He doesn't sack the quarterback in college, so it's going to be very hard for him to do that in the NFL.
Yep.
And we need that's potential. You know what I'm saying? We don't need another potential pick. We need actual productivity. Because we did that with Kinlaw off 1 year productivity.
Yep. That's what they said about Kinlaw. Yep.
I just don't want to do that. It's going to be setting that young dude up that comes from Texas A&M. It's going to be setting him up, and I would rather him go to another place where he can actually learn and flourish better like that. There, where it's coming to us, it's going to be a lot of pressure because we're going to be asking him to start right away because we don't have anybody there.
Yep, we need somebody bad.
Yeah, I would want them to stay away. I think Skywarton could be good from Texas A&M, but I think Pierce is the pick, bro. Personally. I mean, I don't know how he is in meetings and, you know, what his team says about him, but the games I've seen from him, that dude is a wrecking ball. So, I mean, they speak about the dude from Georgia. I know one of them had their foot was messed up. So I didn't really see too much from him because Georgia's roster's defense is typically always stacked. So, again, man, but we could talk about that all day. Let's move on to, I know what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I know what you want to talk about. You want to talk about the big man Glock.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, we got to get the deal. We got to get the deal done. 49ers, and I'm reading. I'm trying to keep up with it, but I'm hearing we offered them less than 50. And I was going to ask you this. I was going to put it in the chat, but I said I'll wait to the show tonight. I think you got to give him the 50 million. You got to give him the 50 million. You got to give it to him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we have a choice here. We don't have a choice. So I don't understand why. I guess it's from a business standpoint, you lowball first. I'm guessing, but if y'all looking at Purdy as our guy, just give him the contract. This is what it's going for. Give him his money. Give him his money, man. And so we don't got to deal with that closer and then, going back and forth, bro. Just get the man paid and let's get the training camp. That's what I'm trying to do, bro. Like pay that man and pay him. He took us to the bowls. And I know I was critical on Purdy late last year, but it was a lot of stuff going on. But I think he's our only option. So I have to believe in him. And I think he could get us to the Super Bowl in the right situation. He could get us to the Super Bowl. But that's why I was going back to the offensive line. We get these offensive linemen, get our defense back. Purdy's a guy that things got to be right. You know what I'm saying? If things are right around him, hey, look, man, we get it. We finally get 6. Pay that man.
Yeah, I mean, after hearing you talk on this pod, I do think at minimum second round you got to go O-line. I do, and I think you got to pay Purdy, bro, to agree. And from what I was looking up, they said they offered him 45. He turned it down.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That was a regular contract negotiations, though, bro. That's like, we do the song and dance with all our major players.
We do this every year, bro. Like we always do that, though.
Like, we know he's going to get paid. Purdy knows he's going to get paid. So,
yeah.
I'm not with. I mean, it's 50 is fine, bro. He earned it, man.
Yeah, that's what I say. Get that man his money. Let's go.
He earned
Let's
what he
go.
played. But
You know?
now that he's gonna get that 50, I'm on his back. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you.
Yeah.
I'm on his back.
Yeah,
You get that money.
Yeah. And that's when you get paid. The scrutiny comes with it. So if you getting paid, we need you to put up. We need you to be in the MVP conversation yearly for these next couple of years. And that's what I'm looking for. Because now the reason why we can't sign other players because we got to pay you. So yep. you got to carry us, baby. You got to carry us.
And that's why I said I agree with you to give him the O-line because I don't want no excuses, bro.
Yeah,
give him the O-lineman, pay him his money, give him the O-lineman. I don't want to hear shit. I want that offense clicking.
Yeah. I
want an edge. I want an edge rusher to help Salah so we can get on the board with that. I want an O-lineman, and then if we could take a cornerback third or a linebacker, we got 2 third-round picks. We could take a cornerback and a linebacker. So good. Right.
And usually that's like I said, that's our round, bro. So that's our round. We more than likely gonna hit on that in that third round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, third round money.
Yeah. I think they love bro. They hit the third on. From the third on. Them boys be on it.
Get money.
They be on it. So I like us having 2/3. Yep.
No GM is perfect. You get what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some misses, but more often than not, the third on we good money. The first 2 rounds is super shaky though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
super shaky.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're on the same page, but I think we know he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Probably give him 50, give him his 50. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Start building a team.
So we can get on with that.
Next, man, Ayuk. Is he? Listen, you send a million things in these groups and tag me to it. All I do is respond with a bunch of laughing faces, laughing emojis, because you just keep me laughing with the BS you be sending, bro. Like, shout out to the Powers group, shout out to the 3-Man Weave group. You just be sending anything in these groups, bro. Like, and you know you do. You be sending some BS. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things you said was this: Ayuk being traded. So I want you to elaborate on that.
I saw some came up, and I think I tagged you in it, and it was I think it came from Adam. I think it came from Adam. He was saying it was rumors that Ayuk could be traded before the draft. I'm not mad at that. If it does happen, I'm not mad at that. Ayuk tore almost. I think he tore every ligament in his knee. So I'm not mad if he gets traded, and I'm not mad if he comes back. I'm not mad if he comes back, because if he could come back, him and Purdy be clicking. I'm not gonna lie. Him and Purdy be clicking. That's like his blanket receiver. So I wouldn't mind him coming back, but I want him to come back healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want him to come back where he's we gotta wait for him a long time, or he's had for right now. He looked healthy at his wedding the other day. He was dancing and moving his knees, so it looks like he doesn't have any setbacks. For it to be a major injury, I was surprised to see him moving that well at his wedding. I don't know if you got a chance to see some of the videos from his wedding, but he looked like he was moving well. Walked down the aisle, wasn't no limp. So if he's 100%, you could come back. I'm not mad at it, but I was kind of mad at it last year. I'm like, man, he hurt. It was just a lot of frustration, really, and then we were losing. But I ain't mad at Ayuk coming back. If he come back, that's Purdy's security blanket. So bring him back. If we trade him, trade him. But it is some rumors. That was a report from Adam. That wasn't no BS.
Yeah, I don't really get into the players' personal lives as long as it's not affecting their play on the field. I don't really watch. I mean, if I hear something, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. If they're doing something well, doing something good for their community, or they get married, I'll read it, but I don't really watch it. You know what I'm saying? I like to let them be themselves, so I don't really be paying that much attention to it because they're human beings. But Ayuk, I think Ayuk is he's 27, bro. He just turned 27 last month. So he's a fresh 27. And he can come back from the injury, fairly well. I mean, he's still young. He could get back in the lab. From what I heard, I watched stuff about him on practice. Now he films himself leaving the building and things like that after workout. So that's a great sign right there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does. I think he's going to come back to being the wide receiver one for us. I don't think they're going to trade him. Not
Okay.
this season. Not this season. I think that if he kills this year, they might trade him because his price is going to be a big return on it. So if he kills this year, he's more than likely going to be traded, which I hope he does, and that leads into a Super Bowl for us. So I'm rooting for Ayuk. I'm a big fan of.
Will he be ready week 1? Do you know if he'd be ready week 1?
They're saying it's a possibility, but I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan put that out there like, oh, it's a possibility. I think probably week 4. I don't think he's going to go on IR, but I think probably week 3, week 4. I think Ayuk. I think everybody wants to see how the team does with Ayuk first, and that's going to determine whether he's going to be traded or not. Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah.
New look Niners, man. Purdy, Glock, Purdy, Pretty Ricky, and 3rd and 1. Is the window still open with these guys?
It's tough to say. It's tough to answer. Like I said earlier, I thought at one point it was over for us. But if Purdy is the guy that this 50 everybody thinks he's gonna be, we give him this 50 million, I think we'll be in it. I think we'll be in it. If you got a quarterback, you got a solid defense. And Purdy loves Juan, man. He loves Juan and Ricky. I know you hated the pick, but Pretty Ricky started picking it up towards the end of the season. I know you hated the pick, but but I think this offense can make some noise. Don't forget about you. We still got the best tight end. I believe the best tight end in football, George Kittle. We got Juice back, CMC. So if CMC could be healthy, that's one of my biggest concerns right now. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna take some running backs in this draft, at least because they always do that. And maybe Kyle could hit on somebody, but I think this offense is gonna be good. I think we're gonna be good. I think we could be a top 10 offense in the NFL. If Purdy is that guy, if Purdy is that guy, and he played like the year before last, I think we could be a top 10 offense in the league.
Yeah, bro. I'm interested to see how they look, man. I think that we could be. I think that our window is back open though. Depending on how this draft shapes up, right? Because everybody's pretty much young except Kittle. I mean, you got Kittle, you got C-Mac, and you got Trent.
Juice up there too. Yeah, Juice up there too.
Juice is the oldest player on the team.
Yeah.
So those are 4 people. I mean, then you could throw Kittle in there too. Kittle's old, but Kittle, they're all still playing at a high level though. To be honest, that is going to fall off a cliff soon. But I think if we draft well, for one, let's just be transparent. We have one of the easiest schedules on paper going into next year because we were the worst team in our division. So we have a last place schedule.
Yeah.
So our schedule is relatively favorable to us this year, whereas the past 3 seasons we've had like the toughest schedule.
Yeah.
With the most like air miles traveled the past 2 years straight for our team. So that is why I thought that we wasn't going to be able to make it back there last season. This season will give us a much needed break, and I think that our windows is opening back up. I just want to see how they look though. I can see us drafting a running back for sure. It's supposed to be a lot of good running backs in this class. This is one of the better running back classes from what I was watching something with Todd McShay. He said this is the best overall running back class he's seen since he started evaluating drafts 25 years ago. So that's good. So that means we'll find someone. So
we called my cousin Ty Lawton from Indiana. That's my cousin. We called him today. We got showing some interest in running back. So I got a call from my cousin, and he was like, "Yo, they called him." So hopefully my cousin be on the squad.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. They said that this is the best running back class. That he's evaluated in 25 years. So That's really good, and I think that's why we felt comfortable letting Jordan Mason walk. So that, which is a big loss for us too. Shout out to Jordan Mason. Can't forget that. So yeah, I think so, bro, and I think that I think the window is open. I want to see how to. I'm not sold on Ricky Pearsall though. I'm gonna be transparent with you, bro. He had one good game, I think, last year, maybe two against a weak defense. I want to see how he does this year.
When the lights on, right? Like when they really on. Yeah, that's what I want to see too. I agree with you.
I want to see how he does this year. Again, he didn't ask to be chosen in the first round, but he was chosen. So with that, I do want to see a return on that pick and see how he plays. But I also want to see how Jacob Cowan plays, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a speedster, drafted out of Arizona last year. I'm hoping he gets some burn. I want to see how the young boy plays because he had good hands in college and he's very fast and quick also. So let's see. Moving on to that, we got the last topic. Expectations for 2025, my brother. What you thinking?
I'm thinking right now. I think we'll be a playoff team. To piggyback off what you said earlier, the easy schedule. The easy schedule is going to play a big part. I think we'll be back in the playoffs. Will it be a Super Bowl run? Possibly, depending on how we play, depending on how the defense comes together. The offense, like I said, could be a top 10 offense. Can Bosa and the boys get the pressure on the quarterback? Can that defensive line? I remember we were keeping 100-yard. It was no 100-yard rushes probably for 6 games at one point. One year under Bob. But if we could get back to that, I think the sky's the limit. Like you said, the window's back open. But it all comes down to Purdy. Purdy being Purdy. You know how like Kansas City does. They're back every year because Mahomes is Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? And they're able to take that impact paying Mahomes. But if Purdy could be that for us, I believe we can go. We can keep going, man. If Purdy could be MVP, a level tight quarterback, we'll be in the run for that 6. We've been waiting 30 years, bro. We've been waiting 30 years. So I think if we can get Purdy to play MVP ball, don't be surprised 49ers be back in the Super Bowl.
Bro, just for one thing, let's stop comparing Purdy to like all-time great players. Mahomes is an all-time great player, bro. Like, don't say if Purdy can be like Mahomes, like he's like already like in the top 5, like ever already. So I don't want to really compare him with
or just good quarterback play, bro. Just good quarterback play.
Because there are only like 4 quarterbacks who can win despite their team. Those are like great players. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else needs a team. You got your Josh Allens, you got your Lamar Jacksons, you got your Patrick Mahomes, you got that. I can't even say Joe Burrow, but those 3, they can win with whoever their starting cast is.
Yeah.
Right? They win with whoever. So those are the only 3 I could think of right now off the top of my head that can do that. Everybody else, they need a supporting cast, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Purdy just needs a good team around him. That's why I said the O-line and things like that. But to go back to expectations, I could see us winning 9-10 games next year. The good thing about it is that if we get on that run with the young team, you can't tell them that they're not a threat and they're not scary. Even if we're beating bad teams, that's going to give us the confidence to go in there and beat good teams. Because when you sit back and think in the NFC, who are you really scared of? You have the Rams, you have the Eagles. That's it to me. That are like okay, this team is good. Like the Rams was a young team, a young defense last year, young team on offense last year. They just they were old at quarterback and they were old at receiver. Now they upgraded, got Devontae Adams, and the young defense, of course, coming back. So and then you have Philly, who just fresh off a Super Bowl win with a young defense and a young team. So
he's still hungry too.
Yeah.
They still look like they're gonna be hungry again.
Yes, as they should be. Detroit just lost their offensive coordinator. We don't even know what they're gonna look like without Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So we want to see what that looks like. But the teams that you're really afraid of are those two teams. Outside of that, it's pretty much like a free fall in the NFC, And so I think that we always have a shot at a title at a Super Bowl. I'm predicting NFC conference championship at minimum next year.
I like that. I like that. We sounded real confident.
Yeah.
Real confident now. Yeah. So I like that. And like I said, I wasn't feeling that way early on, but I've had some time to think. And like I said, I looked at the schedule as well. I had some 49er fans like, yo, relax. We gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. And I gave it some more thought. So I'm at it where you at. I think we could make some noise next year. And Purdy gotta be MVP type level quarterback. We need that Purdy that's gonna throw for 30 touchdowns. I ain't gonna say he ain't gotta be Mahomes in them, but we need that 30 to flirt with 4,000, 35 touchdowns, like 10 picks. We need something like that, man. Just be in an MVP conversation.
We got Bobby Saleh coming back on the defense.
Oh,
that's for one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We win games through our defense and our run game and creating passes off the run. We got Bobby coming back. That's great. Right there. That's enough to set us apart. And Bobby's spent 3-4 years in the AFC, so he's played your Josh Allens. He's played your Lamar Jacksons. You got what I'm saying? He's played your Mahomes. So I like our chances with Bobby back. And I just want to see what we're doing in the draft, bro. Honestly, it's next week. So I mean, we'll stay tuned, man.
I can't front though. I'm gonna miss Debo. Like I'm gonna miss Debo coming out with the boom box and he leading us. I am gonna miss Debo. I know I was critical on him last year, but Debo was one of my favorite 49er players to watch. I know he fell off, but I think we'll be all right. But I'm gonna miss Debo.
Debo. Facts. I mean, Hill, you're right. It's not the same defense when Rob left. I mean, it was a different defense when he got there when he came here the last time, and he helped to make it what it was. So, I mean, the Jets defense wasn't the same when he got there. He transformed them. He has a track record of putting forth good defenses in the league. So I mean, that's proven track record. So I mean, regardless of the same defense or not, it don't matter to me. But yeah, man, that's it, my brother.
Yeah, that's it, man. And let's we'll figure out we could do something right before the season start, or if you want to do something before then, I'll try to keep my schedule open so we could keep our fans satisfied, the people that watch. I know there's a couple of people that are watching now. I thank y'all for y'all support, for tuning in. I told y'all I was sending out the link. Keep supporting us. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Hell, and I agree with you. I think the personnel is the same, but yeah, I mean, he had different personnel both when he came to the Niners and when he went to the Jets. He drafted well at the Jets. He came to the Niners. He picked up the players that he picked up. So I think he'll be fine, though. He has a proven track record of it, so I can't take that away from him.
He said recap the draft. Yeah, we can. If you want to, we could do that.
I mean, we got to try to map something out, and then we see if we can make it work.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was a good one, man. It was good back talking to you, bro.
Yeah, likewise, my brother. Likewise.
Yeah, it was good talking 49ers, man. So we gonna look, man, and I'm still open for going to San Francisco for the first one. It's just I'm a little bit scared to get on planes right now since them Jones been dropping. But I get on the plane and go to San Fran. Look, you from New York. Y'all fly everywhere, man. You ain't scared.
Yeah, man. I flew a bunch of times since then, bro. I just
stay
prayed up, man. You'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to get out there for the season opener, man, I'm thinking about doing it. So
yeah, I gotta look at the tickets, bro. We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yep.
All right.
That's all, y'all.
We gone.
Appreciate you. All right.